Are you looking for answers about extraterrestrials, or maybe the true meaning of life? Then you have come to the right place. Welcome to the Ivan Teller online broadcast. Please subscribe to this YouTube channel. And for more details, please visit ivanteller.com and learn more about your galactic families.
Greetings all, thank you for joining us for tonight's channeling. For tonight, not sure it's going to come through. Leave it open. I don't have any messages, I don't have any announcements or anything like that, or news of that sort I can think of. Let's see anything going on. Not at all, nothing. Oh yeah, for tomorrow, that's for there'll be an email sent out, obviously for the members first, to join the webinar, and then those of you in internet land, a link to the Hangout will be there. Not sure to be able to get in, but now we can put 25 here, so see how it goes. So if anybody's watching this and want to join, that's one way of doing it. So just want to put that out there. Can't think of anything else. That's about it. Blessings all. Have a good webinar. A great webinar, I should say. That's about it. Blessings all, and see you on the other side. Bring in a blessing, and then messages, and then questions, 2 questions each person. And if you can keep them kind of short, that would be good also. Not too long. Like some of those dream questions go on and on. So if it could be slightly short, will be straight to the point, would be good. So thank you all, and feel Yeshua's energy here. Jesus. So let's see how this goes. I am Yeshua. Blessings to you, everyone on this earth, as you go forward, to open your heart, even to those that you do not know. As you go forward into this life, don't forget, many do not love themselves. Many are scarred by the earth, by life. Some come through life without loving themselves at all as they enter. Some enter loving themselves, and then after a year for a while, they let go of themselves. It's like, I do not like me anymore. I do not like the way I look. I don't like any of this. My message to all of you, a blessing and a message, is to learn to love yourself, but not make it a chore. To bring in the light into yourself. Enjoy yourself. Make love to yourself, yes. Because who else do you have? How does one love someone else if you do not love you? Even if you just say, oh, I've been alone forever. Well, this is a time for you to get to know you. And if you are alone forever, remember you are never alone. Never really think that. But don't forget you. So many wish to be in a relationship and are always scouting out for someone else. Without realize who's here. They're always looking out, never looking in. Some do. Many do. But there are many that do not. They go into depression, drinking, drugs, etc. The blessing here is to look within, to love within. Because there's too many out there that see that you do not love yourself, and others take advantage of you easily. Where some become obsessive over others, like lovers, past lovers that have crossed over, or those that have broken up. And there's individuals that do not love themselves, but still dwell on this past loved one and will not let them go for anything. Put them, the one that is past, put them over themselves. That is not someone that loves themselves at all. And realize, many of you that do not love yourselves, realize so many take advantage of you. You do not see this, do you? It is something that you need to look at more carefully. If you're obsessing over someone, alive or deceased, of course, there's another word for deceased. They're just in another dimension, but you understand. You might want to look at that. If you're obsessing over someone, you might want to see, why am I obsessing? Oh, yes, because I don't really care much for me. That is why. And that is the truth. That is the hard truth. It is time to look within, to love within. And some will refuse to do this. We know this. We know who you are. We're not judging you, but we know who you are. And you're wondering why you're all in these bad relationships, all these turmoils within yourself. But obviously, the answers are quite simple, but so many wish to not look at it that way. And wish to look at other things and blame others for their problems. Oh, I just came in here to live a harder life. Well, yes, because you do not love thyself. So yes, you are going to live a hard life. Yes, you had many tests, but you can still love yourself. There's no reason not to. Well, many do find a reason not to. Isn't that the truth of it? So the message and the blessing is, many do find this very difficult, but many of you who have family members who are always in turmoil, always obsessing over others, or friends that are obsessing over others, realize where they are not looking at, where the issue is with them. Obviously, there's many like this. And to tell them that you need to care about you and not worry about everyone else, that is quite difficult for them to do so, and they refuse to go. And continue their ways and wonder why the world hates them and things of that sort. You understand. Oh, life is so terrible to them because of life. But not realizing the main lesson is them. The main lesson is to understand themselves. The main university is them. And his refusal there to connect. Hopefully these words will help someone in your earth, in your universe, as they enter this earth and realize these lessons and not go through these turmoils. Well, obviously this is why you are here, to learn this. But to learn it is one thing. Many do not learn it and continue on throughout their life, not caring for themselves, smoking, devouring themselves, and wonder why life has been so wicked to them. And they've been wicked to themselves. They've been unloving to them. There is so much more to this subject matter, but this is to start it off. There is so much more, but that is, at this time, there's much turbulence out here, as you can tell. The ghetto, not the easy place to live. That was a joke. Love you all. Blessings to all. Remember, when you look in the mirror, do not be afraid of who you see, because many are very much afraid, obviously. There's no reason for that. Blessings to you. I'm Yeshua. Send you love and joy. No. Greetings. We are the mosquito race. Yes. So your Earth do not care much for our existence. We are part of nature, so you have to live with us. Obviously, we are one connecting to you now. We are extraterrestrial race. We are a primitive race. We came to this Earth because we, at one time, lost our own planet due to reptilian influence and became part of the Earth Collective in your early stages. Yes, you might be, by our race, we do get, your blood gets, you call it, punctured by us. But that is for our feeding, not yours. Obviously, there are races that do not sit well with the human race. I guarantee you our alien race is not like that, but we are a part of many abductions on your planet that has not been recorded. We are not allowed to do that anymore, but we had many, just like your Greys, have had many intercap situations where the Greys got the credit, but we did not need the attention. This is a neutral conversation, a neutral connection. We are just letting you know we exist. That is the only reason we are here. Love and light to you. We just want you to realize that we are still understanding your race as you transform into a higher being. Not to say you're not at this time. We have much knowledge you can learn from us, but at this time you are not ready. We will help you over time, because we realize we are part of many portals that are created on Earth. It is not just an alien connection. Many have to have an Earth connection to build these portals, and we are part of that process. Of course, we are not seen by Earth Collective all that much. Some of us are pretty large, as for 6 foot in length. Some fly, some not. We are humanoid, but we are very insectoid-like. You understand. I imagine there are many questions, but we're not here to answer them at this time. We are still understanding this connection, understanding how to communicate with your race. This is rare for us to be part of your society as like this. Obviously, we get a lot of backlash. Obviously. Blessings to you. Greetings. We are the Zetas. I'm J-Rod for a small galactic, a short galactic update. There are many species that wish to connect at this time. They will do so after my exit. This is a slight introduction. Much is happening around your Washington, D.C. area at this time. As your Earth shifts into a higher density, there are many sightings here and there in your news recently. If some of you have been paying attention, this will continue, but still lay in mystery, still lay without belief, but will continue. Much has not been hit in your what is the word? Connecting into your news cycles. Some will, but still be seen as conspiracy as you understand. But it will increase over time. These are just little bits here and there as your news cycles begin to pick it up. Not to say your major networks, but it will become more known in your smaller media centers. As for your Washington, D.C., many government connections are going on at this time to deal with us. Many realize that they don't have any choice but to accept our knowledge because they realize we are pushing more information to your society more than usual. As because more are becoming open to us, and it will. Let's put it this way: they see the future. This is what they are planning on. Not to say it will happen tomorrow or at the end of this week or next, but they're planning for the future. As for how to deal with us, because this has been said before, where aliens become a thing instead of just a conspiracy, as your Earth people like to call it. There's connections from your Ashtar command. I like to speak. How will you be? Blessings to you, Earth. And all of you. Blessings. Greetings. I am Sai from Ashtar Command with a brief news update. Trust me, I will not be long. There's others I want to realize your Earth is going through many turbulations out in your skies. Some wars, some are peace talks at this time. There are many weather wars going on your Earth. As you notice, your Earth, where you feel is warm and hot, and there are much more going on behind the scenes than you realize. Some parts of your Earth are made to be very hot, where they do not want people to be there. Obviously, many cold also to kick them out. This is sometimes alien intervention, not always, but some is. With your governments, to a certain degree. Many species wish to not watch your Earth go into ascension mode, which has been in some time, but do realize that more information is coming through. There's options. One moment. Yes, I'm able to do many things. One moment. Okay. Also, to add to your, as many of you go through this, you will see messages in your astral of what is happening on your planet. Slowly, not now, but soon. Of course, soon for us is a different story. It might be years, but you will see it eventually. What is happening on your Earth, and then you will see, oh, it's imagination. It is not. What is happening underground and in your oceans. As extraterrestrials get more closer to your human contact, you will see us more eventually, slowly. Many do have fear of us, fear of the unknown, but that will dilute itself over time as this more information goes forward. But there is much activity in your oceans, more than usual, and your skies, in your outside your planet, obviously. But as the forces that wish for you will not to awaken for the positive, or whatever you want to call it, as the positive moves in more, and the force will, meaning our presence will become here even more powerful than before. Blessings you all. This that was general, but as you develop your abilities spiritually, you will be able to connect to what I'm speaking about. We are just laying down the map, and you find the roads to the knowledge that you are looking for. You will understand this over time. One more moment. There is another thing that can be mentioned at this time. Your moon has had some interference with it recently, due through more reptilian. Basically, that many entities wish to block the effects of your moon from your Earth. They've used technologies to do this that they've been taken care of, because you realize when your Earth and your moon is not aligned correctly, you have turbulence here. There has been much weather weapons done in your, well, they are more like galactic weapons, but still what we call them weather weapons, but this is outside your planet, but not far, obviously. They've been trying to block the effects of your moon and your Earth to bring turbulence here, but that has been stopped. But that was, we are allowed to give you this information because if you're going to know about your Earth, you might as well know about it. Slowly, we'll give you information, and slowly you will receive your own information. Some will not believe it, but that is fine, because this density is so, it has you so programmed into a certain mindset, it's hard to connect to what is truly going on in your universe, in your galaxy, and your universe. Blessings. Yes, there's much activity going around your Earth. Yes, obviously you know you're all famous across the galaxy. All humans are, no matter what, no matter if you work at McDonald's or whatever. Just be part of this world, it makes you popular. Ishta, whatever, I never said my name last time. I am Blue Pleiadian. I am allowed to speak to you, answer your questions, help you with your love life, whatever it might be. That's a joke. But yes, if you have questions, I'll be happy to answer.
Yes, Emma, you have the first question.
Hi, how are you this evening?
I'm fine, thank you.
Yes, I just want a couple of questions. Just messages for relationship, my business, spirituality, and my second one was how to connect better to Archangel Michael because I'm supposed to try to connect with him.
What was your? I don't even understand your first question.
Oh, I'm sorry. Just messages for spirituality, relationships, business, or advice.
To follow your own intuition. As for relationships, it does not feel like you're ready for one at this time. There's too much going on.
Mm-hmm.
Concentrate on you, but concentrate on what you are building. Not worry about it so much, but concentrate on what you are building, connecting to others. Making friends seems to be the most important at this time, not just for business, but for spiritual cleansing of yourself. But this will build up a relationship eventually when you're not looking. Personal relationship. Yes, go ahead, please.
And I guess the second one is just advice for channeling. I've been practicing, but I want to know if you have any advice to channel better.
To ground more.
Okay.
Ground. Yes, concentrate on your grounding. That will help the entity come through. Also, yes, you must give it some time though. A couple of yes, give it a couple of days, but you got to yes, concentrate on your grounding. Give it a couple of days, and call me in the morning.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, Stacy, you're next.
Hi, Ishta. Nice to meet you.
Hello.
So I just have a couple questions for you tonight. I guess the first one is really for my guides. So I'm going to be proceeding with an employment law lawyer for a matter that my guides are aware of. Do they see that going in a positive direction?
An employment lawyer.
Yes.
Yes. Positive. Yes, this person is very talkative. Not to say that means anything, but is a very talkative person. I believe it will go well. Just the talking might put you to sleep is what I'm getting. But that's my point of view. Not sure if that helps you at all.
I just wanted to know if it was going to go in a positive. I don't want to waste the money on it, you know.
One moment. That is a different way of looking at it. I must ask, like if this is the right direction for you, is that basically what you're trying to ask?
I guess, yeah.
Well, it seems like there are other alternatives where you do not have to spend money. You might want to look there first. Make sure that you're fully comfortable with it, because obviously it does not feel that comfortable if you would not be asked.
Yeah.
Yes, I would go look at all your options and find a way where you do not have to pay anything. I believe that's possible. It would just take longer than you would like, but somewhere where you feel very comfortable. The idea is to be comfortable in your decision. Because when you do a decision, it's like, oh, I'm not sure, this is not a good idea, and then it ends up not being a good idea. Yes, I would look at other options.
Okay. Oh, yeah, because it's just kind of like open water for me. Like I have never had to deal with it before, so I just want to make sure I'm doing the right thing. Okay, that's okay. My next message is just if there are any messages. I've been seeing fairies in my house.
You see, oh, well, of course.
Okay.
That should not be a surprise.
Okay.
Soon you will be able to see dragons themselves in your. Yes, because you're becoming so open. Your third eye is opening up so much. It is a joy. Of course, to some it might be horrifying, but it should not be, and it's not for you. But yes, there are dragon species also, a very loving one, and one that can also help you with your Reiki work.
Okay, thank you. Because I was actually I watch a couple kids for a couple hours a day, and I was telling them about this dragon that I had in my yard and how he protects my fairies just for fun.
Well, yeah.
Okay. So do they have any messages for me then?
Yes, you're on the right direction. You are becoming more connected to spirit more than you realize. Yes, you believe this is all fantasy. to some degree. You realize like the dragon say, oh, that's fantasy. Oh, but it is not. There's so much more, obviously.
Okay. Hopefully I'll meet my dragon then soon.
Yes, you're connecting beautifully though.
Okay, thank you so much, Ishtar.
Yes.
Okay, my name's Joe.
Yes.
I have two questions for you. The first question is, I've been seeing this very demon-looking entity in my mind, and it gives me some pretty horrific dreams and things like that. Can you explain that?
This seems like another aspect of you that's been causing much trouble for you. You have other aspects of you that have been causing much trouble. Reptilian aspects of you, they do not want you to realize this is all part of your test. It's you battling yourself. We believe you already have an idea of that. But it just goes, many do not believe that your other aspects can be causing you much trouble, and that is what's happening at this time. But as for letting them go, now you know who they are, I believe they will step back. But they're just there to test you. That is all.
Okay, so I'm going to have to kick my own ass. So.
Pretty much, yes.
Okay. All right. My next question is about an experience I had. I went to sleep, and I woke up. This was more real than this world. It was very real.
Yes.
I woke up in a field, and there was 4 or 5 flying discs being chased by jet fighters.
Yes.
And they chased him over the tree line, then they disappeared, and only the flying disc came back. And for some reason, I'm not usually like this. This was a very strange thing for me. Usually I stand up and I fight whoever's there. But I laid down on the ground and put my hands on the back of my head, and I just curled up into a ball. And this orange Zeta-looking lady, she wasn't Zeta, but I never seen a being like this before. She was orange, and she put her hand on my shoulder, and she said, "Don't be afraid. I'm not going to cause you any harm." And I'm not going to go into the whole story because it's very long, but anyway, she healed me, and we had a conversation, and she told me her name, and then I saw a mantis creature, and also these little beings. They looked like garden gnomes, only they were totally white, and they were like statues. And every time I closed my eyes, they'd get a little bit closer until they got right up to me, and they were right beside me, and then they turned into giant white mushrooms. And then I had another conversation with the orange lady, and I just want to know what that was about.
Is another aspect of this earth. It's another earth where you're going to be cleansed. We would be going there more often. The reason you feel like it's more real than this place is because it is more positive there. It's more of a place of home for you. It's like some of you go to a world where you could feel more at home than this one. There are other earths that are very comforting than this one, where you do not have a job, where everyone's accepted, there's no riots, or you understand. It's a world that you can connect to more often if you wish to. There's another earth connected to this one, and you're going through a major healing process at this time. If you allow it. Some hesitation because it's kind of strange. But as you allow it more, you will not necessarily remember the dreams, but go through the healing processes.
Yes, it was very, very strange.
Yes.
In a good way.
Yes.
I wasn't used to it. It's like this is too good to be true. I didn't want to leave.
Yes, it's like a paradise in some regard. Yes.
Okay.
It's a Earth. Yes, it's a version of Earth you like this Earth to realize more, and it will eventually, over time.
Okay. Well, thank you very much.
Yes. Welcome.
Miguel, you're next.
Thank you. Hello, Ishtar.
Yes.
Thank you for coming. I have 2 questions for you. I had a reading from Ali, and I was wondering how accurate the reading was, and if you have any messages on this.
50% accurate. Some of the information she was receiving, she did not believe. She did not understand. So her guides were hesitant to give her information also. But for the most part, I believe it was very helpful, the words she said, but there's still more that has not come through because she is not. Not yet. I think that's answered your question.
Yeah, I actually didn't get what I was hoping for, but that's okay. From her, at least.
Yes. She's not ready for what you are ready for.
Oh, I see.
That happens quite a bit.
I understand now.
Yes. Is there another question you had?
Yeah, so the last couple of days I've been waking up by like noises or voices in my head. Like the first 2 nights ago, there was a voice that called my name, like a female voice, and then this morning it was a weird sound, kind of like an avian sound, or it was something that I've never heard before. So both times I woke up like in the middle of the night.
Avian, yes. You are connected to many more angels than usual. Because they have a task for you. They are cleansing your abilities. They are preparing you for your... You are in training, I believe. So you're waking up during those processes. You'll understand it more. Your abilities are going to heighten, is what they're doing. This is like a wake-up call, you could say. It's like, something's coming. Something's coming. This is why this is happening. You'll be able to see more, hear more over time. In a positive way, of course. Where you can help others and yourself and family. If that makes sense.
Yes, thank you very much, Ishtar. Much love.
Yes, much love.
Okay, Day, you're next.
Hi, Ishtar.
Yes.
My first question, I woke up feeling not quite like myself today. Actually, I wasn't myself all day today. I was wondering if anything happened last night in Astral.
Yes, there's much I cannot speak about. I'm not even allowed to even know, but you had many dealings with reptilians last night. In a positive and negative way, downloading much information that's not for public consumption because it is not important at this time, but you're going through much soul growth at this time. You're learning more about yourself, your abilities. That is all.
Okay, thank you. My next question is, does Yeshua have any messages for me?
Do be more positive as you go through these times of, he says turbulation, but it is not necessary. You're being tested quite a bit recently. And it's going to increase, but not in a, it might seem a bad way, but it is not. But you're going to be tested quite a bit in the coming days to test your belief system, is what he says. Does that make sense?
Okay, thank you. Much love.
Okay, Bianca, you're next.
She just left.
Yeah, she left. Okay. Go to the next person. Teresa. Are you there,
Hello.
Teresa?
Yes, I'm here now. Hello, Ishtar. This is Teresa. I have a question. My husband's home now. He's a truck driver, and he's been out on the road, and I was wondering if there's any messages from his higher self that he needs to hear?
Only to take it easy, take your rest. There's many things you'd like to do around the house, I believe, but don't do them. Just take it easy. Reconnect to yourself. Take a few days off. Whatever it needs to be for you to relax before you can get back to normal. That is the message.
Okay, thank you. And I have one more question. We were recently told from my daughter, my oldest daughter, that she is going to have a baby after being told for 7 years that she wasn't going to be able to have another baby. And I was just wondering if there's any new message from that baby that's forthcoming?
Only that here he comes. I think it's a he.
Okay.
At least that's the energy I receive. Bring much joy to the family. Bring the family more together. That is
Okay.
one of his reasons for being here. I believe it's the heat.
Okay, that is just fantastic. Thank you so
Yes.
much. Much love to you.
Much.
Okay, Neil, you're next.
Hello.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm just wondering if there's any messages from the Eloshanda Zendai for me. They're a species of grey.
They love you very much. You have been through many of their tests and accomplished so much with them. They are learning much from you. You're going into their facilities, their gray facilities, learning much. Your hybridization programs also, you're assisting them with that. You're bringing much knowledge to them, and those other colonies that you're connected with also. So you are bringing much knowledge to them. Interesting. You're also connected to the Wirans also. You're assisting them through this species, I see.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've got a hybrid child with Eloshanda Zendai, and his name's Alon. So is there any messages Alon wants to give me or any of his other parents?
I believe there's just love there. There's no messages at this time.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, that's everything. Thank you very much for that. Much love to you. Thank you.
Okay, Bianca, you're next.
Yeah, hello?
Yes.
My question is, what am I doing in Astral right now?
From what I am told, it is not important at this time. What I am being told it is important to concentrate in this dimension at this time. One moment. Yes, concentrate on this dimension where you're connecting to. Also, your friends to. Some of your friends, make sure that you're still their friends. You understand, if that makes any sense?
Yeah.
To sometimes, you think they're friends, but they might not be.
Oh, okay. And any messages for me from anybody?
Interesting, you have a message from the Anunnaki that they are, you are a part of their race. They are watching you very carefully, sending love, but sometimes they're learning much of their bad habits. Some of their bad habits is running in. You're expressing some of what they do, at least used to do. I believe you will understand that.
Yeah. All right. Thank you.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna go to chat questions now.
Yes.
Okay, Nabila wants to know if there's any messages for her.
I want to be more confident. That is all.
Okay, Mark STS also wants to know the same question.
One moment. Yes, there's many messages there for this one. Most of it has to be confidential, but this one is going up the ranks as for spirituality, knowledge. Much Pleiadian connection with this one, more than you realize. The Pleiadians will have many messages in the future time, but he's visited on ship, I believe. That is all.
Okay, I'm gonna go to the chat room questions now. The other chat room. Freddie wants to know, do I have any messages from my Fendorian guide concerning my light language?
More confidence. Believe in what you're saying. Put belief into it. Positive, obviously, but belief. The more you believe it, the more you will get better at it. That's all.
Okay, next question is from Stephen Davies. What is his connection with the Orion star?
Been any lifetimes there? Obviously. Interesting. You have many canine lifetimes as a wolf within that star. System, humanoid wolf. Not like a werewolf, a more nicer one, but in that kind of form, but without all the negativity around it. Also, there's a fish species there also that you are connected with. That is all.
Okay, his second question is, are there any messages for me?
Continue to connect with that star. More lifetimes would come through it. Constellation, however you want to word it. You also have many connections with Egypt, ancient Egypt. And the Orion Council goes with that. That is all.
It's interesting. Alright, next person is Ramazan. He wants to know, what does my guide think of my new business?
Yes, you're trying something new. It seems, yes, it is new. Yes. To work at it, do not give up on it. Yes, it might not go as the way you want it at first, but you are, just follow your heart. That is all. That's all I have to say.
Okay, his second question is, my friend Mehmet Senjiz has problem finding a girlfriend for himself. What's his guide suggestion to this problem?
To not worry about it and live your life. Concentrate on you, love you first. Be more social also, but in a nice, positive way. Yes, you are, but you have, what is the word? It's not fear. Well, part of it is fear. Some of it is, one moment. Part of it is fear. Part of it also is nervousness. Yes, it is there, though. That is it.
Okay. Next question is from Crystal Eve. What was the purpose of my recent hospitalization?
Take it easy on yourself. To tell yourself to rest more. Yes, I believe your body is frail at this time. You will understand this. So just take it easy on yourself more. Rest more. Meditate more. Concentrate more on yourself than others. Yes, you want to help others, but you are concentrating on yourself. Do more of that. But it was just more for you to concentrate on you. That's all.
Okay, next question is from Symmetry. They want to know, is it possible for me to leave this planet in the future? I don't care what my life contract says, I want out.
Realize when you say that, you'll probably be here longer by saying that. Because, yeah, that means you have not learned your lessons here. That is up to you, but remember you have to learn to love this place. Yes, you have many. The Zetas will. One moment. I believe the Zetas will give you more attention. But of course, that might make it worse. But to more information of why you need to be here, it is very important for you to be here. You're helping them out. Realize that very much. I will leave you with that.
Okay, their second question is, anything you can say that will give me peace of mind?
Yes, you are special. That is all.
Okay. Next question is from KJ Jackson. What's the point of time traveling when you can't remember what you learned? Experienced when you wake up? What's the point of it?
Realize your third density existence is different. But you are learning, you just don't remember it. But it is within you. It does live within. It is just not. Your contract here is different than that one, but they do come together. But remember, you're in a density where you don't remember anything to begin with, do you? Yeah, I mean, you're in a density where they don't even believe in aliens, don't believe in truly a God for that matter, and all the violence here. The low vibration of this earth keeps you from remembering anything. So whatever is trying to be remembered is forgotten because of the low vibration of this earth. Not that you are low vibration, but the planet is. But it will improve over time if you wish it to, but will take time. But that is up to you if you want to pursue that.
Okay. Their next question is, any messages from my guides?
The first question was pretty much the answer. That was the message.
Yeah, I figured that. Next person is Missy CA72. Any messages for Rick from his guides?
Concentrate on one thing, not several things. Love thyself. Treasure who you are. Sometimes that's hard to do. Many see you as a gift. So treat yourself like that also. That is your message.
Okay, and their next question is, are there any messages for that person? The person no, not that person, but the person that asked the question.
What was the name of this person again?
Her name is Missy CA72.
Confidence. More confidence in your everyday life. And do not forget you are beautiful. Sometimes you forget that. But confidence. And realize the words that you say mean a lot to others. So when you say them, sometimes you say, it's like, oh, they don't care. But they do. More confidence in yourself will help you in what it just will. I will leave you with that. That's all I have.
Okay. Next question is from Omran. He wants to know, I tried the healing modality named HOOPONONO. How did it work for me? I think it was asked before.
I believe it went well. That is all I have.
Okay, and his next question is, can you tell me about the spaceship I saw in Astral?
I believe that was a question that was answered already.
Yeah.
From its energy.
Okay.
I can answer a couple more questions and I must go.
Alright, well, Miguel's in the room. He's the next question. So, Miguel, you're next.
Well, yes, thank you.
Yes.
I wanted to ask you, how open is my third eye?
It's at 30% at this time. Might not sound like much, but it is. It is quite a bit, actually.
Okay. Thank you. Much love.
Much love.
Okay, I'm going to go to the YouTube questions now. If you want to exit, that's fine. But if you have energy
Yeah,
for...
I can answer 2 more, not much.
Okay. First question is from Omar Corona. What is this feeling of a boss that I can't get rid of?
The feeling of a boss? That is the question? One moment. I don't even think I understand the question. One moment. Feeling of a boss? That's probably an entity that is around you. I am not sure if I even understand this question. You have another question, please.
Yes. Next question is from Brady Thompson. Can you communicate with me right now on the device I'm using to view this webinar and channeling? If so, please do.
Isn't this connecting?
Yeah.
I'm not sure more is that you need. That is all I have. Connecting with all of you and that one on their device. Send you love and blessings. I must be leaving now. It's been. I will have more information about who I am in your future time. And much love to you all.
Thank you
Blessings.
for coming.
Thank you. Blessings. Thank you for coming through.
Welcome.
Thank you. Yeah, that Ishtar, he's a blue Pleiadian. He's like a taller one. He's not like, I connected with him earlier today. He's not like a catch one that's a real short. He's taller, but oh, that's right. What he said to me is that they're the lazy Pleiadians. Yeah, I'll let you go with wherever you want with that, but anyway.
I'm one of those.
Yeah, there you go. So.
Well, I don't know if you're going to channel somebody else, but I'm sorry I didn't get to all the YouTube questions, you know.
Oh, well, that's all right. Thank you. Yeah, thanks, Joe, very much. Doing good. Does anybody like to do a blessing for us? Neil's still there. All right, anybody?
Okay, I'll do one, but it'll be for the Elishanders and die because I'm connecting with them just now because they're coming through. You might feel some strange things because when I speak the language, it changes the synapse in your brain, so that's what the language does. So you might feel this in your brain as well when you do it. It's weird. It's like it's weird. You'll hear it anyway. Okay, wait 1 minute. Wait 1 minute. You yep do to we you you to you to you to you it you to you. That's all they're going to do.
Oh, that was great. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Blessings. Blessings all. Tomorrow we'll be back. And it's all Shalom. Blessings and